Hello and welcome to another Arkeys video and to a new 2 million credit time trial challenge on Gran Turismo 7, and this time we are at Goodwood and we are in the Aston Martín DB5. That was a bit of a surprise. I actually suspected a race car challenge as we had the Corvette road car challenge on Laguna Seca last week. But anyway, I am not complaining. This is a time trial challenge right down my alley. And this is my first impressions. This is only my first hour on this. I am going back to this. This is going to be tight with the times as well. And I will have fun doing this one. But let's get straight into my first attempts. So this is early doors. As already mentioned, I was expecting a race car, but was greeted with this.
You'll be using this Aston Martín DB5.
And we all know, if Q says so, then so be it. So let's get around the first wobbly lap at Goodwood. And I am not really familiar with this car. I'm fumbling around with the buttons. Is this the ejector seat? No, that's just the horn. So we carry on. Let's get around turn 1, and you can easily get thrown off the track here. So I am taking it nice and easy, a bit slidey as well. I am fairly familiar with Goodwood as we had it quite often back on GT Sport in race A, using the Marshall box just before the taller trees there. And yeah, just trying to keep the momentum going, not unsettling the car too much. And here I am starting to use those 3 trees there as a reference. I know Tiffany usually points out a white mark on the tarmac, but to be honest, there are so many marks on the tarmac, I struggle to find it. So I am playing around with using those trees as I pointed out. Which one, I don't really know yet, but I can go back and look at the video later. Yeah, let's just cut a bit of that grass as well. It looked like it needed it. And we make it through the chicane. Stay on the track, please. We are going across the line in a 1:29.079. If it at least could have been a 007 instead of 079. But anyway, we carry on making our way around turn 1. A bit slidey, but at least we are not going off the track. And we are skating through the chicane, going on the grass once again. But we are going across the line. I cannot remember the time this time, but it is a 1:28.9. So not really an improvement. And yeah, this is what happens if you don't get the car turned in properly. You'll just go off. It's impossible to get the car back on the track. So we are going out to have a look. 5 minutes in, it's only a silver, so let's load a ghost. And this time I'm turning in a bit too soon, and you will see that it will compromise my exit. The ghost is running away from me. Bye bye ghost. But we just need to find a flow, so we carry on. We are entering the first tap of the brake zone at the Marshall box, and just trying to keep the car stable, staying in 4th gear through this corner this time. Be careful when you get on the power, because it's slightly downhill and the car will easily go wide. Here I am braking too late, clearly used the wrong tree at that moment there. But we are making our way up the hill, coming into these 2 final corners before the chicane. And I don't get the car rotated properly, so you can see I struggle to keep the car on the track and I'm losing some time. Let's go through the chicane. That was fairly okay, and we are going across the line. Let's see what is the time. This time it's a 1:27.737. And yeah, the 50 board, that's roughly where you want to dab the brake and then just coast in and try to align the car with that small bit of white and red curb on the inside. And then you are good to go. And this is actually a decent run I'm on this time, but I cut the inside of this corner, and that is going to be a penalty for me. So we are just bailing out on this one, parking the car in the sandbox, and let's go and have a look. So this was a gold at this early stage. It's not even close to gold now, but anyway, we carry on. This is the lap immediately after I restarted after getting that penalty. can we make it through turn 1? Slightly narrow and overcooked the entry there, so you can see that was a bit sketchy, but not too bad compared to the Ghost I was using at this time. So we are hanging on, coming into this section, and I'm going down to 3rd gear, and you can see that easily unsettles the car. So 4th gear might be better, but we'll see about that. I think I got the braking sort of right this time, maybe a tad bit too early. I don't know, you can see the Ghost is running away from me. So yeah, that might have been a bit too early. And we are coming through the 2 final corners before the chicane. And this, yeah, you can see I didn't get the best line out of there. You sort of have to widen the entry and aim for that second apex. And we are still making it across the line with an improvement, and this is a 1:26.680. But unfortunately, a few laps later, I run wide and spin around, and we are going to have a look. Yeah, this is gold. At the time of the day, it's not gold anymore. And now I have loaded a fresh Ghost, and we are skipping just to the end of this lap because it was only a smaller improvement. And we carry on, and despite the first corner not being the greatest compared to the Ghost, it was still better than what I have done earlier. I've just put on a faster Ghost now. We are making our way through here, and I'm staying in. Nope, I'm shortly downshifting to 3rd gear this time, but definitely better to get back up to 4th, I think. Having a look, maybe it's around the middle one of those 3 trees, I don't know, that you have to brake. I will go and learn that myself, but they are a nice reference, I think. And we are coming into these 2 corners again. Too narrow at the first part of it, so you can see my exit out of the second part was compromised by that, but we are making our way through the chicane, and let's get across the line. I cannot remember which time this is. It is a 1:25.760, so that was a nice improvement, and I am parking the car just as I imagined James Bond would do it, straight into the wall. And let's go and have a look. I've done 24 minutes, and we are hanging on here. I know the times are not even close to what they are at the time being when you will be watching this video. We are skipping to the end of this lap. This is after I've done quite a few laps without improving. The main difference is that this time I get these 2 corners better. You can see I can get the car powered out of there, got it angled right for the exit, and we are making our way through the chicane. A bit of the grass, not knocking over that silly little sign there, but we keep it going. So that's at 25.661, and this is where I got stuck a bit. I've got a little over 20 minutes left before my hour is up, and not much happened until within the last 5 minutes. This is my final run. We are dabbing the brakes and lifting off at the 50 board, just letting the car coast around the corner until we can safely get on the power. And we are powering down the straight. We are just staying on board this time. Make sure you turn in time for this one. You can actually go wide if you are clumsy enough. And looking for the Marshall box. I'm staying in 5th gear. No, I'm lying. A slight bit of 4th gear there, but mostly 5th gear. Using 4th gear through here. Make sure I don't run off the track coming down the hill. Braking at one of the trees. I don't know which one, but we make our way around this corner. Managed to get a decent exit out of here. Still something I need to work on. You can see the Ghost is running away. As already mentioned, this is a work in progress. I will get back to this. My time might be in danger, but let's see what we can do. We are coming up. I'm braking at the end of that passageway on the left, making sure to widen the entry. I really got the car rotated nicely there, and we are coming into the chicane, braking just around that shadow, and making our way through and powering towards the finish line. And we finish off in a 1:25.497. So now I am parking my car. I know I have almost no time left. I think I am 58 minutes into this one. And after 58 minutes, my time was safe. But look at this, 90 minutes later, it is getting tighter and I have to go back and have a look at this one. But I'm going to enjoy it. This is a time trial challenge right after my taste. I will try it in VR as well on some of the other accounts, try to improve over time. I hope you enjoyed the video, found it entertaining, maybe even somewhat useful. Thanks for watching and I will catch you next time. Bye bye.